Okay, good day everyone. So, for today's video, new lesson and then new topic. So, our topic for today is all about the art and the artisan. So, before we start, I want you to think and describe the series of pictures that I will going to present to you, okay? So, what do you think of this series of pictures? Ayan. So, this girl with no clothes and with background colors. And also this one, it is also a girl, and she's like a bird. She was flying, she's flying, something like that. Okay, yes. How about these pictures? So you think that it is a foreigner because of his nose, look, and his jawline, and also his hair. So who is this couple? Ayan. Next natin. Okay, these pictures, sorry for the background. So this picture, so it is a glasswares making ba to? And also this one, pottery. Okay. These two pictures naman, parang something clay. And also this one is ano naman, okay, painting. Nagpe-paint siya nung elephant figurine. So, as our past lessons, you already know what art is. So, it is the definition. Today, this is going to present to you the definition of artist and artisan. So, they are different ba? Or they are the same? Okay, so let's proceed to our topic. So, when we say artist, they are the dedicated only to the creative side, making visually pleasing work only for the enjoyment and appreciation of the viewer, but with no functional value. And then artists are also a person with the talent and skills to conceptualize and make creative artworks. So the examples of an artist's works are the following: painting, sculptures, drawing, literature, specifically writing, and then music, specifically singing and dance. Okay? So, these pictures, as you can see, those pictures are the artworks made by an, what we called, artist. So, when we say artisan, on the other hand, a manual worker who makes items with his or her hands, and who through skills, experience, and talent can create things of great beauty as well as functionality. Okay? So the artist, they do or they make arts with no function, not just because there's no function at all. Now, and when I say artisan, ayan, so also a skilled worker but not the inventor of the original idea or form. Example of the artisan are clothing designer, weaver, homeware designer, tile maker, sculpture maker. Okay, understood? So these are the crafts made by an artisan. So it has function. Ano? their crafts or their works or their artworks or crafts are useful, especially for our daily lives. Unlike the artist that they paint, they sculpture made up of rock or from rock, from woods, and etc. But what it what are the purpose? Okay, so as what I have said, no, on the last topic, so why we paint our rooms, why we put pictures on the wall, hang pictures on the wall. Okay, so I hope that you understand ano, the difference between the artist and the artisan. So, the gawad sa manlilikha ng Bayan Award or what we called the GAMABA. Ano? Ga for gawad and ma for manlilikha and ba stands for bayan. Okay? So, what we call the GAMABA Awards. So, gawad sa manlilikha ng bayan, award or GAMABA. So, it is an award that acknowledges folk and indigenous artists who, despite the modern times, okay, their traditions still remains. So it is administered by the National Commission for Culture and Arts or NCCA through Gawad sa Manlilikha ng Bayan Committee. So it began as a project of the Philippine Rotary Club Makati Ayala, yung GAMABA. So in 1992, it was adopted by the government and institutionalized through Republic Act number 7355. So this award, it aims to support and motivate these artists to preserve, okay? To preserve their artistic heritage for the present and future generations. So these artists are also recognized as the country's national living treasures. Okay? So despite nga na we are in the modern world or in the modern times, they still preserved or they still using or they're still doing of what their culture or their tradition ano. Okay, so GAMABA awardees and their work of art. So kikilalanin natin dito si Darbata Sawabi, Eduardo Motuk, Haja Amina Api, Alonzo Saclag, Federico Caballero, Uwang Ahadas, Lang Dulay, Salinta Monon, Ginaw Bilog, and Masino Intaray. So firstly, this is Darha, si Sawabi. So she's a Tausug weaver of Pis Shabit. So the traditional cloth tapestry worn as a head cover. So siya yung gumagawa. So up to until the present, she's still doing, and she's still using the old way of doing, a head cover, ng kanyang pag-waver. Okay, next natin, si Eduardo Mutuk. So, Eduardo Mutuk is an artist from Apalit, Pampanga, who has dedicated his life to creating religious and secular art in silver, bronze, and wood. So, yung mga nakikita natin sa simbahan na mga headpiece ng mga santo, okay, ng mga santo. Ayan, so hindi lang naman doon nakikita yan, Pero most of the times ay doon natin siya nakikita. Yung mga sa secular art. Next, si Hadja Api. So, recognized as master mat weaver among the Sama indigenous community for her unique designs, straightness of her edging, or what we call the tabig, and fineness of her sasa and kima-kima. Okay, so as you can see, on the picture, ano, so she's the girl that we are tackling, and it teaches maybe these two little kids beside her, ano, doing the mat weaver. Okay, so mat siya ha, hindi siya cloth. Okay, na ginagamit sa headpiece, unlike the first one, the Tausug people, the Tausug person. Ayan. Next, si Alonso Saclag. So, he is a Kalinga Master of Dance and the Performing Arts who mastered not only the Kalinga musical instrument but also his dance patterns, typo. His dance patterns and movements associated with her people's ritual. Ayan, si Alonso Saclag. So, di ba nga, sabi ko nga, ay they still doing, yung kanilang tradition, ni-express pa rin nila. Yan. Pero later on, we will tackling about the considerations or the criteria for judging in order for a specific person to be nominized, okay, as the to give the Gamaba Award or like that. So Federico Caballero, so as you can see, he is a Salud Bukidnon epic chanter from Kalinog, Iloilo, who ceaselessly works for the documentation of the oral literature, particularly the epics of his people. Ayan. So, this picture is we called supa, the male upper garment with panubok, Panay Bukidnon, Kalinog, Iloilo cotton. Okay. Next, si Uwang Ahadas. So, he is a Yakan musician who is a master of the Quintangan Kayu and Tuntungan instruments. So, natalakan nyo na yan, nung high school, yung mga instruments na yan. Okay. He's a musician. Next natin silang Dulay. So, he's a Tibuli. He's a Tibuli traditional weaver of tinalak or Tibuli cloth made of colorful abaca fabrics. Ayan. So, as you can see on the picture, okay. Next, si Salinta Monon, a Tagbanwa Bagobo traditional weaver of distinct abaca fabrics called Inabal. Ayan, yung nasa picture din yan, woven abaca cloth. Ginaw Bilog, a Hanunuo Mangyan poet who is considered as a master of ambahan poetry. Okay, by speaking naman siya. Masino Intaray, a prolific and preeminent epic chanter and storyteller, recognized for his outstanding mastery of various traditional musical instruments of the Palawan people such as basal, kulilal, and bagil or bagil. Ayan. So these are the requirements for one to be a candidate or a nominee, okay, in Gamaba Award. First one is this. An individual or group candidate must possess a mastery of tools and materials needed for the traditional folk art and be a maker of works of extraordinary technical quality. Next one is have consistently produced works of superior quality over significant period. So, dapat dire-diretso ang gawa. Have engaged in a traditional and folk art which has been existence and documented for at least 50 years. Okay, ganun katagal 50 years. Command respect and inspire admiration of the country with his or her character and also integrity. Must have transferred and or be willing to transfer to other members of the community the skills in the traditional and folk arts for which the community has become nationally known. Okay, so dapat willingness ay nandoon. To pass through the members or the other members of the community of the skills that he or she ano, acquires or he or she doing. Okay? So these are the privileges of being an awardee of Gamaba. So ito yung mga matatanggap nila. Number 1, meron kayong gold-plated medal from the Bangko Sentral ng Pilipinas. And also, you will be given a chance where you will be awarded a cash worth of 200,000 pesos. And then a lifetime stipend of 50,000 pesos. Medical and hospitalization benefits of 750,000 a year. Okay? So kapag hindi nila nagamit, edi wala yung 750,000. It's not transferable or withdrawable. So for hospitalization and medical lang 'yan. Expenses. Okay, meron kayong state funeral, room in libingan ng mga bayani, and a place of honor in state functions. Okay? These are the privileges. So this is the Gamaba emblem. Ayan. So, from Bangko Sentral ng Pilipinas. So, our next topic, medium and techniques of artist. Okay. So, these are the classification of arts according to its mediums. The first one is the visual or space art. So, those most mediums can be seen and which occupy space. Next is the auditory or time arts. So those whose mediums can be heard and which are expressed in time. And then lastly, combined arts. So those whose mediums can be both seen and heard and which exist in both space and time. Okay? So the artist and his medium and techniques. Okay, the medium of the visual arts, painting. Yum. So, encaustic or hot wax painting. So, from the word itself, hot wax. So, you'll be going to use, okay, wax. So, one of the early mediums which applies a mixture of hot beeswax, resin, and ground pigment, followed by application of heat and polishing with a cloth. Ayan. So, kaya during the old times or during the Spanish times or era or during the colonizers na tayo ay kanilang ma-under. So, as this example is a 6th century encaustic icon from St. Catherine's Monastery, Egypt. Okay? So, as you can see nga din sa Paite, Laguna. So, 'di ba meron doon sa simbahan nila a big painting na dalawa ba 'yon if I'm not mistaken. Pagpasok mo sa loob left and right. Correct me if I'm wrong or just one lang yung painting na nandoon. And I was amazed. when I was in college, I don't know how to go there. But I want to see, ng face to face different ng churches ng Laguna. So I decided to go there sa Paite, Laguna. And you know what? I really don't know the place. But syempre, the word of mouth. So I asked people ano from the sidewalks while I'm walking na kung saan sasakayin, kung saan bababa na biyahe ng jeep. And also sa jeepney, yung mga jeepney drivers and even na mga katabi ko sa jeep, I asked them na malayo pa po ba? Where am I going to say para to the jeepney driver? Can we like that? Na, pero hindi, syempre, hindi in English yun I'm just talking in English now because it is GE 105 Arts Appreciation, and then the medium of this course or this subject are English. Okay? Sometimes I speak it in Tagalog in order for you to understand what am I talking about. And also, it helps me to express my feelings and to express uh, my things to you easily. Okay? Okay. So, ayan, hot wax painting. Next natin, fresco secco. So, it is an Egyptian mural painting 2,500 to 10,000 BC. So, yung example na nandito, sorry, siya ay medyo pixelated ng picture. So, when we say fresco secco, so one of the early mediums which applies a mixture of hot beeswax, resin, and ground pigment followed by application of heat and polishing with a cloth. Okay. Next, fresco or buon fresco or true fresco. So, application of earth pigments mixed with water on a plaster wall. While the plaster is damp, okay, the image becomes permanently fixed and last as long as the wall exists. Specifically nga, ayan, sa mga simbahan natin dito sa Philippines, dun sa Lipa, kung kayo nakakita na or nakapunta na, you've been there, sa Lipa Church. So, kung makikita nyo yung ceiling nila ay may mga painting din. So, in order for those paintings or those artworks ay long last, okay, so this is the strategy that they use or they done or dun sa painting. Ayan. So, yan, egg tempera. So, it is a mixture of egg yolk to form an artwork. So, it is thinned with water and applied to a gesso ground or parchment paper. Ayan, egg tempera. Just simply get the egg yolk or the white part of the egg when we will going to do this artwork or this medium. Yes, we'll be doing this, all of this, sa ating tatalakayin today. So para mas tipid, so not just only the egg yolk ng ating gagamitin, but even the white, part, yung white part, yung nasa labas ng egg yolk. Okay, ang ating gagamitin para tipid. So you're going to mix the egg yolk, sa water and mga color, mga ganun, mga painting or kung anong gusto nyong gamiting medium, pwede yun. Next, mosaic. Okay? So, from our high school days, did you still remember even in elementary days na our teachers, our assignments, na we will be going to bring, eggshells, grounded eggshells, for mosaics. Okay, so it creates pictures on flat surfaces. Mosaics are wall or floor decorations made of small cubes or irregularly cut pieces of colored stone or glass called tesserae. Ano? So, hindi ibig sabihin pag sinabing mosaic ay yung egg mosaic na agad. So, mosaic siya, but egg ang ating ginamit na medium. That's why we called it egg mosaic. Pero during the, or alam to ng mga engineer, at ng mga gumagawa ng bahay, and then nagdi-design ng bahay, na mosaic is considered as, as long as na siya ay different sizes, na nagfo-form ng picture, nagfo-form ng design, so it is considered as mosaic. Even dun sa mga, niyayapakan nyo sa mga simbahan, di ba, yung sahig nila dun sa kalsada ng papuntang simbahan, sa San Pablo, o localization. Ayan, so may mga brick doon, di ba, na pagka pinagsama-sama natin, di ba? Pinsan nakakaroon sila ng design. So, ganun din sa mga tiles nung unang panahon. So, mano-mano siyang nilalagyan ng design. And even dun sa yung mga mga ginagawa yung wall, 'di ba may mga bahay na may mga dinidesign ng tiles, specifically doon sa mga altar sa bahay, yung altar sa labas ng bahay, 'di ba? Yung may mga grotto, yun, sorry, hindi pala altar, sorry. Grotto, ayan, sa labas ng bahay. Ayan, mostly ay ayan yung pinang-design. And sometimes them, pagagawa ng bahay, then kunwari sa may lutuan or dirty kitchen, yung ating mga magulang ay, or ating mga tatay, ay they use the irregularly cut pieces ng colored ng stones or even the tiles na retaso, then they're going to, ayan, na put na maging flooring. Yan, consider din yan as mosaic. Okay? Understood? So, other techniques of painting, we use oil paint, watercolor, acrylic, collage, drawing, and printmaking. So, there are 5 major types of prints: relief, intaglio prints, stencil prints, woodcut, and carving. So when we say relief prints, so it is made by removing material from the matrix. The surface the image has been carved into, which is often wood, linoleum, or metal. So yung parang nag-ano tayo, 'di ba? Yung nagpiprint tayo or nag-iimprenta tayo ng picture made out of kung anong image ang gusto natin. Then, nika-carve natin ito, which is open na pwede siya sa wood, pwede siya linoleum, and then pwede din sa metal. So, parang, kumbaga doon, ito yung parang nipe-press natin yung mga